I do. Right. I've had a bit of a rummage around and a sort out. And I've laid out some of the stuff I've got, which I'm going to use to make some things out of stuff. I've got about 25 different ideas. And I'm just, I just kind of get my brain organised to start something. So what I did do a little while ago was just do a practice run to make a sort of primitive Thor's hammer type thing. I just need to stick a little pommel on the end, and a leather wrap round, then I don't know, use that for, I don't know, what did Thor use it for? Fighting evil. There you go. So there's easy job there. Sold some of my horseshoe ornaments, so I think I might make some more of them. I was going to make, I don't know, something like candelabras or something like that out of them. I've got bits of broken spikes off your muck fork things, stuff for tackling big nuts. So yeah, I'm not lacking ideas, I've just got too many ideas. So yeah, something else I'm working on is this. I got passed on to us. Somebody wants us to make them a wall bracket in a way to sort of ding the bell, and it's going to end up in a watermill in France. So I've got the idea for the back plate. That's going to be the cross of Lorraine, which is the cross but with two horizontals, and then just work out everything else as I go. So what I'm going to do is just wire brush the probable lead-based paint off, straighten that a little bit because it's a bit you know, a bit of lead never hurt anyone. So I'm going to start with that because I can't think of anything else to do at the minute, and see if that actually unlocks my brain a bit. Right, taking the paint off, and well, taking some of the rust off that crap as well. So what I've done is I've just straightened up that a little bit. I'm not doing it too much, and then that bit's a bit more square on. See, I'm not going to straighten it up too much because it still needs to keep its character, and I haven't quite worked out exactly how it's going to hang yet. So yeah, I can always tweak it as I go, but that's looking a little bit happier. So what I'm going to do now is well, you've got these two little bits where they've had the set downs, so I'm going to have sort of a Y shape type thing to go over there, so it pivots on those bits, and then you're going to have the bit, well, if I turn it now sideways, it's going to come over the top down onto the wall bracket, and then you're going to have something along there with the chain dangling down, so you can yank your chain and ding your dong. So yeah, makes sense. Right, a little bit of progress. So I've gotten the round bar, which that's actually quite hot. I've flattened the ends down, and I was going to punch I was going to punch the holes in, but I've put my punches in a safe place. So I'm gonna drill a bit of a hole, and then I've got something somewhere where I can actually just expand the hole a bit, so those round ends will actually fit in. So yeah, right, so I think I'll actually cool that end down as well, so I can keep the skin on my hands, then drill holes, make them bigger, and do the little twisty bits next. Right, next bit done. I actually found my punches just after I drilled the holes, but I managed to punch the holes bigger, so that's that. I've managed to put some little twists on. I wanted them just to be a little bit more subtle than actually getting a piece of like a square bar and twisting it. You see, if that gets done, it actually looks like it came from B&Q or somewhere. So what I've done is just go for the softer, more subtle approach, and then instead of it just having 4 corners, I think it's 6 or 8, I can't remember, more than 4 anyway. So is that still hot? Ish. So I'm just going to tweak it slightly because I did want it a little bit more rounded. I measured it very precisely and ended up with about 3 inches too much. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, instead of just having it massive, I'm going to, as well as it sort of bending in that way, I'm going to have it bending over slightly that way, so there's going to be a little bit less of the hook over, if you know what I mean. So I'll get some more bar done. They won't fit in the forge, so I don't think I'll forge weld them, I'll make them. It'll look the same when it's done. Yeah, so that'll actually look like something in a bit. So right, get there, it's starting to look like something. Right, quick update. So I've got those bits bent. I've done a little quick snot weld just to sort of stick it all together. So there's the bit that's going to be bent over, so I can't sort of fit it all in one go, so there you go. So I'm just going to do some little tweaks. I'm going to put a slight bend on, well, I suppose the prong bit, and then this bit, hang on, I need 3 hands, so that bit is now going to curve over like that. And I think it's going to be a pain in the arse to do all in one, but hey, being a pain in the arse is what I do. Right, I've got the forge fired up. I'm going to do those bits first, and then that bit. Right, a bit more progress. I can't remember how far I got up to before, but there we go. So that's now fully welded. It just needs, is that, yeah, that's not too hot. So it dangles about. So I'm mostly happy with that. There's a few little tweaks here and there that I need just to, well, clean it up. So I think next is start working on the wall back plate cross thing, whatever it was called again. And then I might, I think I was overthinking it. I was going to have that sort of loose, but then a counterweight, and then another bit here, and then the chain coming down for the handle. And but yeah, I think I might be overthinking it a bit, I don't know. So but it's getting there, it's getting there. Right, I want to see if I can find some nice bits of metal for the back plate. Right, got some metal prepped. Suddenly I'm reminded of Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. I'm doing the cross of Lorraine, or I don't know if it's St. Lorraine or whether it's just Lorraine. It's basically the cross with two horizontals. If I work out how to do it, I'll put in a little insert showing what it looks like. Right, hopefully that worked. So I'm going to have about, I don't know, that much, and then the little bit that's left I'll half up and I'll have them higher up. So I just need to work out what looks okay. Right, I'll do some measuring and I'll show you what I've come up with. There, something like that. I think that looks okay there, but I don't know whether to just cut it in the middle and fix it on, or take that bit out, because that actually looks alright as is. I was hoping not to do that much welding, but I can't think of another way to do it at the minute. So yeah, and then, well, actually I'll show you. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I need more hands. Then this is going to sit on like so. In fact, I think I'll probably do something like that. So there's absolutely no way I can zoom out unless I have Mr. Tickle Arms. But yeah, thereabouts. And then a dangly bit for the chain pull thing. So I'll figure something out in a minute. Right, I think I'll sit down and think about what I'm going to do. I'll have the solution in a minute. Right, so I've got that cut. Look at the part. That is still really hot because I've just taken out the forge. I don't want to leave it plain because that's boring, so I'm going to texture it a bit like, I don't know, can you make that out? Hold on. Oh, battery's too low to use there. So I'm thinking of doing that. On there, just to jazz it up a little bit. I can weld there and there, then I'll show you in a minute. The bar is going to go on there, but I'm actually going to fit a little brackety fixing thing over there and there, and rivet them in place so it still looks the part. Right, but I'm going to pack in now because I'm getting hungry. I'm going to get ready for work in the morning, and say I'm about to run out of battery. So I'll continue probably tomorrow. Right, see the cats.